Well, actually, you know what? It wasn't even that, sir. Star Wars Battle Pod, first look.
Oh,
The Battle
okay.
Pod.
Battle
The
Pod.
amazing thing about it is, instead of like when you go to Dave and Buster's, first of all, they're going to release it in Dave and Buster's and different chains that have video games and some arcade game stuff. So it's not going to be something that you could take home. You
Okay.
know, but they have this chair that reclines. It really feels like a cockpit. They have a wide screen. It just makes you feel like you're actually flying this thing.
Didn't Jessica Rush, one of our correspondents, she got to play it.
And she got to play it. It's live on YouTube. It was great. She had a great time, and it was great. And you play two people at a time, so you actually have a team kind of feel with it.
Nice.
That you saw within the New Hope, where they kind of went in twos.
Mm-hmm.
You had a buddy. So
get
awesome.
comfortable with the games, because I'm telling you, once the movies come out, oversaturation of Jedi and Boba Fett stuff. I'm calling it right now, October 11th. We're gonna get tons of Jedi and Boba Fett games.
Speaking of Boba Fett. Speaking of Boba Fett.
Oh God.
There's a rumor that one of Seven's favorite actors might be getting the part of Boba Fett.
Michael B. Jordan might play Boba Fett, but that's a rumor. We don't know how true that is.
Yeah, it's rumor, and I'm gonna get on the rumor thing in a minute. That's a good segue. Yeah.
Come on, we gotta push for that.
Well, how do you feel about that? Because Drew, you say so many times that Comic-Con is just a place of releases, just a place of announcements, just a place of commercialism.
I wouldn't go so well. It is commercialism, because it is at the end of the day getting numbers up and getting people prepared to buy a product. But my thing is, I always say Comic-Con is a place for announcements. It's a place where you go to be teased. Maybe you'll get a sneak peek of an episode, but it's primarily about whetting people's appetites for what's about to come out.
Okay.
This is fine. I love it. It's fun. It's a cool and makes for a cool environment and gives us awesome things like Comic-Con and Anime Expo and stuff. But attached to that, like barnacles on a old ship, you get a lot of false rumors. For example, the Michael B. Jordan thing is a rumor. It's not confirmed yet, but everyone's jumping on it right now like this is straight from the horse's mouth. And along with that too, you hear words like, oh, well, because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is so far into this new Inhumans lore, it's now making it impossible for them to do an Inhumans movie, so it's been canceled. And I'm like, I hear that, I'm just like, please don't be true. Please don't be true. And this is before Comic-Con even happened. And of course...
on it because, the whole thing with Michael B. Jordan and the FF, how he got me so aggravated saying that.
Yeah.
You can say it, Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah, but it's like the day after that, of course, then it's like, oh, well, we take it back. The rumor debunked. That's not the case. As a matter of fact, one of the creators, I can't recall the fellow's name, but he went on Twitter and said, no, if the Inhumans had been canceled, the people that would be surprised about that most would be the people at Marvel Studios, which means, no, that would be news to us if that were the case. And then also attached to that, there was a line that said something to the effect, I'm paraphrasing, it's like, there are elements of the Inhumans lore that have been expressly forbidden for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, which again just makes the show completely just tertiary to anything that matters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where they can't even use names like Black Bolt and Medusa and stuff like that. And it's like, again, what just happened as Comic-Con was going on, there's the whole rumor that, oh, well, they didn't make it when they had the announcement for Daredevil and Jessica Jones. They were, of course, plugging that at their panel. They didn't say anything about Iron Fist. So, of course, I guess groups online, I'm not going to name any names, they're like, well, they didn't talk about Iron Fist, therefore, this is probably a sign that it got canceled. They're shelving it. And I'm like...
There's so many other two shows.
I'm like, so yeah.
Did you guys know that they started filming Luke Cage already?
Yeah, they're filming that around the same time that they're doing Jessica Jones.
Yeah. There has to be a tie-in to that.
There's tie-ins and stuff like that. But it irritates me. That's like, well, because you haven't heard anything from Black Sabbath about their tour, the tour must be canceled. I'm like, where's the logic in that? That's a complete freaking leap, and I hate that. And that comes part and parcel with, jumping back to the point of it, that's like a part of Comic-Con. You'll always get this slew of just bullcrap, false rumors that are then taken back. And why are they done? So they can garner a buzz, so they can get views, so they can get hits. And it just, you heard me going off before the show, Seven. Like, it just pisses me off to no end.
It's interesting also that companies are really going back in their archives and really trying to push characters that they already have control of. Like, so Dark Horse is really pushing Bird Boy, and they're pushing the graphic novel. I'm sure along the path, they're definitely going to go with the whole, let's do either a series or do a film, because why Bird Boy out of all the characters that they're really trying to push that now?
You would think that they're trying, this is Dark Horse, yes?
Yeah, Dark Horse, yep.
I would think that they would be trying to back Hellboy because he's already an established franchise and people want the third Hellboy movie.
They want it bad.
They want it bad. Ron Perlman's been pushing for that for years now.
Yeah, their cast has been pushing for that for years.
And Guillermo del Toro, he's so swamped with stuff for like Pacific Rim 2. He just did Crimson Peak. Everybody's like, the one that I'm hoping on out of all of this, it's like, I want him to do Justice League Dark so bad.
Yeah, but that was the deal. He turned it down with the Pacific Rim 2.
He's going to be a producer now, and I was so bummed about that because they're handling it to some other guy who I'm aware of, but I'm just like, nah, just nah. But yeah.
And before I forget, I definitely want to mention the cosplayers were in full effect.
Cosplayers were on point.
They were on point, yeah.
Crystal's a jerk and is not here, but I wanted to talk so bad on the cosplayers here. Like,
we got some great shots on Facebook shots. And also on the Instagram, which is Sonic Eclectic Vision. You got play-by-play almost every day. No, yeah, every day. Every day there was something from a different selection. One of the most original ones out of the blue was the housekeeper from Family Guy.
Yes.
What's her name? Is it Consuela?
Is it Consuela? I can't.
No. More pledge, more lemon pledge. Yeah. I was very impressed. I like it when people choose characters you never see.
Standing there next to somebody, and I was rolling for about 5 to 10
Yeah, I didn't see that one yet.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, excellent cosplay this year. Did you guys see the Hulkbuster?
No.
Yeah, I took a picture.
You did?
That was, I saw that, and I'm just like, this is probably the greatest Iron Man cosplay I've ever seen in my life. The dude built himself, essentially, the Hulkbuster armor, and he elevated himself on stilts. He was like swarming. If you look at the pictures, he's like, he barely has any room to walk because everyone's just swarming him, taking pictures. It was excellent. It was great.
Yeah, I was there when they were loading the costume into the station wagon.
Oh, it's excellent.
You got a cop to stand near them so people would leave them alone so they could put it. It was crazy.
And giving our girl some burn. Black Crystal, as you guys know, she's one of us. She did cosplay of Storm, which probably, and this is me coming from a completely unbiased place because I couldn't stand Halle Berry as Storm, but girl was rocking it. At the show, I saw they took a bunch of pictures of her, and apparently there was some type of wind thing going on weather-wise.
Yeah.
So it gave her
so it worked. Yeah.
He was hamming it up, my dude. She was doing the whole pose. It was great. So the cosplayers in general were on point, but there are people out there that in particular that were really, really doing the scene proud. So good job, guys.
Yeah. It was a great time. Well, this is Sunday night, and we're live, and we have to go into this before we go.
Okay.
Fear the Walking Dead is over.
Yes.
Right? Now it's time for The Walking Dead.
The big chief.
They have to go hard tonight after that other series. They have to.
Define go hard, because if you mean by
action.
You just want a bunch of zombies just getting slaughtered and people
Yes.
The show doesn't work that way. Don't set yourself up for that type of disappointment. Dean, I know you're already just I don't feel it. I don't care.
Oh,
but
man.
You guys have to give this show its space to work. Yes, I agree. Last season had problems. Fear the Walking Dead, I still haven't finished it. And then there was the web series that came in between that, which was about the flight. You guys see that one yet? You guys
Yes.
check the web series?
Yeah.
So it's like there's no real anticipatory thing with me this season for Walking Dead.
Okay.
Like, because I tried not to watch them, but it's like I feel like you're almost like at a burnout point.
Which-
where a lot of the
which-
fans are going to be like burned out before the season even starts.
Which one did
but
you
I'm
get
saying
up to?
everybody give it a shot. Give it a shot.
What did you get up to?
With the Wolves this year, so but
The Wolves, which is the obvious villain of the season.
Yeah.
So
Did you, with the Fear the Walking Dead, did you get up to 4, 5, 6, or just 1, 2, 3?
I got up to about 3. I know I should
It gets better.
I know you told me the last.
The last 3. Okay, we're back
I
in
will
the game.
definitely, By the time we have this conversation again about Walking Dead, which will probably be next week, I will have finished the season. I heard it was good. You guys weren't that impressed.
Like I said, it gets better, and all the people that I've spoken to during the randomly, hey, what do you think of Fear the Walking Dead? They all said the same thing. They either copped out by the 3rd one, or they said they regained their respect by 4, 5, 6.
And the big push of that for you, just to reiterate, you just want bodies.
No, it's just like
all you
move it
want.
along. You don't have to beat a dead horse. Okay, family dysfunction. What's
Okay,
you know,
Dean, for you, what would you think? What do we need to do to win you back to the show? What do we got to do? How much is your soul worth?
Oh man.
it's they've run their course.
They've run their course. You're divorced. You're done. You're done. All right.
I'm rooting for the zombies now, guys. I'm rooting for the.
Jeez, not even Michonne? Give Michonne some birds. Dude, Michonne is like probably one of the best characters on the show.
That's just gonna happen. I'm just like, let it. I'm looking for the zombies.
So, all right, let's play with
Oh
that
my
though, because the
goodness.
idea is that if enough key characters die, you'll be like, we'll get a nod at least from you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Right, that's it.
That don't happen, but fair enough.
Yeah. I do want to say something for everyone out there who's a sci-fi writer. Simon and Schuster, I was talking to them, and I think what they're doing is really cool. If you have a short story, Star Trek theme, you go to StarTrekBooks.com. They're having a contest. So you can submit your short story for a chance to be included in the fan fiction anthology coming out for 2016.
Nice.
Oh, that's
nice.
awesome.
That's really something for, I think that's really cool. It's Simon and Schuster people to do that.
Nice. And we have this conversation every week, but the resurgence of sci-fi, you could see that people are kind of like getting comfortable with the idea of putting more sci-fi out there. And I say that because
Yeah, go ahead.
no, I say that because there's another show that's coming on Amazon, The Man in the High Castle, and that's based on Philip K. Dick story. And aside from that, we also have Into the Badlands, which is also sci-fi. And on top of that, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard some rumor that they're trying to put together a Battlestar Galactica.
Yes. Yeah, I heard
And it's funny. So they're preparing stuff. They have stuff in the works, and I feel like they're all kind of like waiting for Star Wars to drop, so the climate can kind of just be like more
right, yeah.
conducive with sci-fi. It's interesting. So
just-
sci-fi people, man, get your stuff. Get your stuff ready.
It's like months ago. We have it on tape. You can go back to it.
I'll definitely give you burn for that one. That was
And
I can see something in that. I definitely see something in that.
Seven had a great question. It was a simple question for the audience. He said, raise your hand if any of you in here are looking or are sci-fi independent authors. About 95% of the hands went up.
Yep.
That was 180 people.
Yeah.
Of those, that 95 though, you have maybe half of them who are legitimately putting some. No, I'm just playing. Yeah. So
there are more people out there that we're not hearing of who are looking forward to a sci-fi revolution.
more than you'd think. Yeah, the climate's definitely
It's
changing.
not something to rule out.